Aloha guys, Scuba here. Let me teach you about your fishing rod. Now it doesn't matter if it's a bait caster, if it's for spinning in surf casting, they all basically have the same componentry. So let's take a look at this one here. Now first, I always keep mine together with fishing butlers because it's kind of humbug to have two loose parts, right? Or three or four. So as you can see, that really helps right there. So let me take this off. Just go down. And connect the two pieces. Okay, so let's start here. Now I'm going to show you the anatomy of what makes a fishing rod a fishing rod. This here is known as the end cap. Okay, so a lot of times you can balance yourself or put this on the rocks without having to damage your rod, but sometimes you don't want to do that depending if the cork, whatever material you have, goes up to the end with no end cork. So above that you have the grips. Now this here is a grip, this here is a grip. Now this one here, these are cork, and this is a Okuma Sililo. All right, so in between these two grips here, you're going to have your reel seat. Now this is where you're going to put the foot of your spinning reel. This is meant for, now this side is meant for spinners. S is for spinners, C is for conventional or casting. So in the casting ones, you're going to have a little trigger down here you can hold on to. Now above this, you're going to have a hook keeper. Now you don't have to have a line hook keeper. Some rods have it, some rods don't. So what you got above the handle system over here, this is your blank. This whole thing is your blank. It could be one piece, two piece, three piece, whatever, but this is your blank. Now this here is called your first ring because it's the largest, and it'll continue going on. So this one here, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is called an 8+1. You're going to have 8 guides and 1 tip. So this is what you call 8+1 configuration. And let me see where okay. Now this here is called your spigot ferrule connection. This is how the rods are connected on multiple pieces. See that? So now you learn basically the bottom section here. So the upper section is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to have your what they call intermediate rings. See, these, they will keep going down in size the further down you go to the smallest one, and it will come over here to the last tip, or it can just be called the tip ring. So while we're on that, I'm going to show you something else. It is the anatomy of your rod. So this one here is ultralight, so it bends. You can see that it bends a lot. It's meant to do that. So when you get a slow action rod, which means the bend is going to start about in the bottom third, right here, bottom third of the rod, the bend's going to start. It's called slow action. So the actions are dictating on what you're going to be looking for. So like if you're going for catfishing, it's going to be a slow rod, because sometimes you need the fish time to digest the bait or hold on to the bait. Give it time to go past the lips and further down into the mouth. So that's a slow action. Medium action is probably the most popular, because it's going to bend like medium action. It's going to be bend roughly in the medium part of the rod. So that's going to give a wider range of species you go for, like salmon, trout, steelhead. But a lot of people also tend to go with the fast action or medium fast for that. But the medium action is one of the better, well-known type of rods. And me, I like fast or medium fast, which is the action would be the bend be more towards the upper third to quarter. See that? Of the rod. This is going to allow for greater, for me, greater, you're going to get that whiplashing effect. So you're going to kind of whiplash your lure bait further out, and you're going to have more sensitivity. The tip's going to be very, very sensitive to nibbles, and you can detect the slightest nibble. So that's the difference on the rods. You're going to have slow, medium, fast, and they're going to be intermediates like medium fast or medium slow. So they're going to mix it up. So between knowing the knowledge of having those two categories there should help you get the correct rod you need. Thank you.